Everyone. So, yeah, I've been doing a little bit of thinking and I went back and I checked out Nikki's stream from yesterday and the chat. Like after work last night, I checked it all out. Well, the chat was this morning because it wasn't there then. But, yeah, so I got a few things I want to say. So I'm going to just kind of commentate on this for about a half an hour of the stream and the chat too. So I'm going to start playing it, but I'm going to just start playing it from right where when Kay Baxter comes on the panel, because like I don't I don't really care to get into anything that Nat's saying. And I'll explain that at the end here when I give my 2 cents on all of that. So okay. Oh shoot, I don't have headphones. Darn it. And they're not near me, so I'm gonna have to mute, which means I better remember to unmute.
Hi.
Hey, Nikki.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's pretty good.
I'm just wondering why. How's it going?
It's pretty good.
Oh, we got a lag. Is that better?
Yes.
Hang on, I'm trying to get this working.
Okay. No, I'm glad you're up here. Then you can kind of help me. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll take your.
Okay, I think I got it all working now.
Okay.
I don't know why anybody would engage Nat on a channel. It's crazy to me. There's no sense in having Nat. Give her a forum to speak like this.
The reason why I've never spoke to her. I don't know her, and I just wanted her to come on and I guess explain herself, if that makes sense.
No, it really doesn't. And I don't know you and you don't know me.
Yeah.
But if you don't know the story of the things that Nat has done,
no, I don't.
It would be better to research it before you would have her come on your channel, so you would know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I'm just going to jump in here and say this much. In Nikki's defense, I mean, you do want to research any guest or whatever that you have on, but in Nikki's defense here, this wasn't something she planned. Apparently, like I went back and I saw it in the chat and everything when Nat showed up, and and she came on stream. Like it didn't appear to be planned. Anyways, no more planned than Kay Baxter stream with Nat on it. And I'm just going to come right out and say this. I'm going to point this out right now. The fucking hypocrisy of it all. Holy shit. Like, I remember back when Kay Baxter had done a couple streams and I commented, and then we were tweeting, and I'm like, hey, Cheshire went on her stream. We made the suggestion or the request, however you want to word it, probably both, of a disclaimer of some sorts, or just adding a link or like pinning a comment or something, or putting some sort of disclaimer, whatever, in the description. And she, oh my god, she acted like we were trying to steal her channel. Like she tweeted at us like, you want to tell me how to run my channel or some shit like that. And we're like, whoa, what are you talking about? What? And now here she is. She shows up in the chat of someone's live stream. She asked to come up. The host was gracious enough and let her up. As she's up there, oh wait, no, let me finish playing. Let me let this finish playing, and then I'll finish that thought.
Like I know there's like lying and doxing and stuff like, you know what I mean? Like
well, it's way worse than that.
Yeah, see, I don't know that. I don't know that. That's why I was having her on. Well, not for that, because I didn't know, but just kind of.
Kay, if I had done these things, if literally have done these things, I'd be in jail or I'd be charged.
Listen,
or I'd
Nat,
be
I'm
arrested.
not going to talk to you.
I know
have
you won't, but you
nothing
can talk
to
to
say to you
Katie in DMs, can't
because
you?
everything you say is a lie. So there's no sense. You should just mute her. I'm
Prove it.
telling you, Nikki, you don't know what you're dealing with. You're playing with fire.
Kate, isn't it true that you knew that
Can you mute her while
Katie were
I'm
going
on
to come
here,
on live
Nikki?
stream with you 2 weeks prior to it
Can you
happening?
mute her?
That's why you said about Steve, because you already knew.
You,
Tell me I'm lying.
Nikki, can you mute her for a few minutes and then I'll go and you can unmute her?
Okay.
I will not talk to Nat.
Okay, Nat, do you mind?
Okay, now I see what I mean. The suggestion and or request, however it happened, I think it was a request. I think at first it was a suggestion, then it was a request. So the suggestion / request of a disclaimer or a pinned comment under one live stream of hers is us trying to dictate how she should run her channel. But here she is. She shows up in the chat. She asks for a link. Hey, can I come up on the mic? She says. Mike, I'm sorry, this just kind of boomer. Not that I want to talk. I'm a bit of a boomer, but still. So then, the host graciously says, yeah, sure, I'd love to have you on. Here's the link. So she comes on up. Then while she's there, she's talking shit about the other guest. The other guest pipes up to speak back to her. And then Kay says, you need to mute her. I don't want to hear her while I'm up on stream. Like, basically, I want to talk shit about her and not have to be confronted on it. Come on, mute her. And then after she's muted, before and after she's muted, Kay then persists to have this talking to with Nikki, it seems like her whole reasoning for coming up there was to give Nikki shit for daring to have fucking Nat on her stream. Like, however you feel about her, however misguided you may think that her decision is, it's her fucking channel. What right do you have to go on stream? Tell her to start muting the other guests so she can talk shit so you can talk shit about them without confrontation, and then say, give them shit for having them on in the first place. Like, but at the same time, if someone suggests or requests a disclaimer on one of your videos on your channel, well, someone's trying to dictate how you run your channel. Like, the hypocrisy. Holy shit, the fucking hypocrisy.
Mind just a second? I guess she doesn't want to talk to you, so I'll respect that, but just give me a minute. I'm just going to let Kay say what she needs to say, and I guess she's going to jump down after. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure, it's your channel. I get it.
Yeah, because she's just going to keep trying to talk over me with her lies. I'm telling you, everything out of her mouth is a lie.
Okay.
You can't believe anything she says, and you need to research and see what she did.
Yeah.
It's way worse than doxing. Way worse. She's evil. She's not. I can't even. I'm just so upset that she's even on a channel speaking, because you will be so sorry you had her on here.
Can I ask?
Oh, go ahead.
Can I ask why though? Why would I be sorry? Like,
well, because you're making yourself a target of Nat's. Nat is loyal to nobody. Have you not seen what she's done to every other person that's interacted with her? I mean, I've taken chances just coming on this stream speaking. I'm sure I'm going to get the full Nat treatment now, but I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of her lies. I'm so tired of people falling for it. I am like the
Like, why doesn't she just give Nikki examples, like, of what she's talking about? Examples of how Nat is going to come after her, how she's going to be a target of Nat's. Give an example of all the horrible things that Nat has done before in the past. I mean, it so surpasses doxing or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that there aren't examples of this. There are, but why the fuck isn't she giving any? Like, why? I mean, even if she just like, I mean, Shar has her emails, right? And did Kay? Yeah, Kay. That's right. Kay did get emails from what I recall, because I remember there was some post or something Charlotte said or did, like welcoming Kay to the club or whatever, and that was why. So why not just show her the emails? Or I don't know, maybe post the emails. I mean, or even just say, hey, EKC posted some emails. Go look at them. You know, I mean, there's examples. Why the fuck aren't you giving any? You're not. It's like you can't think of any.
Police bully on YouTube, Colleen. I don't know where you get that. But I'm not going to sit here and let her lie about me. No, I didn't, Sean. I did not believe her. Maybe you need to go back and watch that stream.
Yeah, I can't even see Charlotte. Oh, Jesus.
So you haven't researched and you don't know anything about that?
I know some things, not all of it. There's a lot of like, well, for her and Katie, it's like a she said, you know what I mean? There's that in. Oh my God, this is turning out to be kind of messy. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, I know that she's done some shitty things, and she is a full-blown liar. Absolutely. She just admitted that to me. She admitted things that she has done, and
okay, so see, here's the thing about a pathological liar. They're either lying about everything or lying about nothing. We know she's lying about everything. So
yeah,
once someone has proven to be a liar, you cannot believe what they say. She has proven this over and over to be.
Give examples. I mean, if you want to convince someone, you need to convince them. Make it easy for them to believe you. Give them all the information they need to believe you.
A liar, a pathological liar.
yes,
We're not the first community she's done this to.
no,
Here's the thing, though, and I just want to get across. The reason that continues is
Oh,
because
okay, yeah.
people continue to.
I'm sorry, and I'm not questioning this. I'm not doubting this or whatever. But this is not the first time I've heard this claim either, and I'm still not clear. Like, what other communities has she done this to? Are there screenshots? Is there people that have that can attest to this? I mean, I've heard this claim quite a few times, like since the beginning, like several times. I think it's one of the first things I heard about Nat was that this is what she does. She goes from community to community and does shit like this. Okay, I want an example. Like, I've yet to have one. And again, I'm not challenging this, I'm not saying that there aren't examples or that it's not true, but I just really want to know about it.
You engage her and continue to let her spread her lies. Otherwise, she can't continue. But I hope for you those things don't happen to you after this stream.
really. Okay.
It happens to everybody that has any kind of engagement with that.
No,
Where would I find all this stuff?
I didn't have any engagement with Nat when I started getting the emails. It wasn't until I didn't have any engagement with Nat, at least knowingly, until like long after. I mean, there were some sock accounts that messaged me. They weren't listed in the known sock accounts for Nat, but who the fuck knows who they were? I mean, they could have been anyone. But even then, I largely ignored. So, I mean, yeah, maybe people after an interaction with Nat will get some emails and some fuckery, but really, just you can get it just from being on YouTube or online, rather.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the stream I did with her, which that was way back before we knew as much about Nat as we know now.
Well, it seems that a lot of people, no, I don't even know if it's a lot or not, but more people, some people know more than others. And I don't know, I just hang in the background, watch streams and what?
Well, I hope you.
Sorry, I was just reading what EKC said. She says, wait a second, I just rewound and listened. Nat was on here clearing any accusations made against Steve, Tina, and myself, and now everyone wants her to shut up. She's got a point. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, nobody's cleared. Like, with this, like, EKC, I do feel for her because between her and Tina and Steve, that's what I say to Nat, like, they've been blamed for so much shit that I never believed. A lot of people, I don't think anyone believed that they did.
Listen, I stood up for Aaron and Tina in that stream.
No,
you did not.
No, you didn't. No. You stood up for me. Yes. And you know what, Kate? I will always give you credit for that. I will never take that away from you because the truth of the matter is you fucking did it, So I would never say otherwise. And I will always be appreciative of that. Really, I will. But yeah, no, you did not do that for Steve or Tina. You didn't. I'm sorry. You just didn't.
Oh, you were right.
No, because I didn't even know Steve or who he was.
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I thought Nat was muted.
Oh, what does that matter? I mean, because I remember when you stood up for me during that stream, and let's be honest, it wasn't really Nat making the claims. It was fucking Katie. Okay. But when you stood up for me, your main talking point or reason for doing so is that there isn't any evidence. You haven't seen, and no one's shown any evidence that I'm involved. Well, why couldn't you? I mean, you could have just applied the same logic to Tina and Steve. You didn't. Do you really have to know them to want to demand evidence for it? That's all I'm pointing out. And it, whatever. We all make mistakes. That's not something I would even hold against you. I wouldn't. It just shit happens, And I don't think that stream of yours was planned, so I wouldn't expect you to always know the right shit to do on the drop of a hat. None of us do. So, but yeah, you didn't stand up for them, but you absolutely did for me, and I thank you for that still.
She's such a liar.
Such a liar. You heard
to
yourself.
watch that stream and think that was planned. No way.
Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Oh, Steve. Yeah, I knew it was him.
No, I never said that. Never.
Oh, no, you didn't say that. No, she said it was Steve, and you went, oh,
just more
yeah.
lies. And I don't know, Erin, is she a liar, or is she only a liar part of the time? She's either a liar or she's not, right?
I didn't say anything about whether or not she was a liar. And in fact, I wasn't even saying that what she was saying on this stream was true. I didn't even hear most of what she said. What I was saying was, I went back and I listened to a little bit of it, and oh, wait a minute. So she's talking about how like none of us were involved. And now all of a sudden everyone wants her to shut the fuck up. Right. But when she was blaming us, then you guys all had her up on stream. That's the point I was getting at. I don't know if what she's saying, I don't even know half of what she said. So even right now, I didn't even listen to all of it. She starts talking. I just kind of zone out because I feel like it's kind of a waste of time, because it's just going to be another story next week. And none of it's going to be true. So I don't really want to waste my time listening to fiction. If I'm going to do that, then I'm going to watch a movie, So yeah, but back to my point. Okay. That was what I was saying, was that it's funny how they're now saying she's now saying something different regarding us. And now y'all want her to shut the fuck up. I mean, it seems like you're going pretty far to get her to shut the fuck up. I mean, you just you just said you don't know her. You don't know Nikki. Nikki doesn't know you. You just dropped in on her live stream chat, asked to come up on the mic, asked her to mute the other guests so you could talk shit about the other guests without confrontation. And then you went on to tell Nikki pretty much what she should or shouldn't do with her channel. So yeah, I'm going to say that that's pretty ballsy, and that's definitely out of acceptable behavior. And seems like you're doing it just to get people to not listen to Nat. That's kind of weird. It's curious. I'll leave it at that.
If I had created CP, I'd be arrested, charged.
You absolutely did, Nat. You know you did.
I know I did not.
I don't even know you, Wolf. Don't even go there. I don't even know you.
You're in Shen's Discord. Do you not think it's botted? Do you not think people can see what all you lot are saying? Or do you
I've
think
never been in Shen's Discord ever a day in my life. I don't even know she has one. This is what I'm saying, Nikki. It's lie after lie after lie. That's all it is. And you can see where she was involved with CP, and that should tell you all you need to know about her.
Prove it, okay? How could anybody see that I was involved with something that I wasn't involved with?
I agree, Bliss. I'm not going to listen to her. I just wanted to warn Nikki and warn people that if you engage with her, you will get.
I have a little theory about that. I don't know if I'm right or not, but at work, I have a retired attorney that comes in, and he used to work the federal court circuit up here in upstate New York. And we were talking one day, and it was when a lot of this shit was going on. And I asked him, like, what kind of, what kind of trouble could someone get into for, images like this? And he's like, well, what do you mean? What kind of images? I said, well, Photoshop like CP. He's like, well, what do you mean Photoshop? So I explained to him, I said, it's really poorly Photoshopped. I mean, it's clearly like they'll take like my daughter's minor face and put it on an adult naked woman's body, but like the skin colors doesn't match. None of it matches up. It looks like someone took a sticker and put it on top of it, and he explained to me, he said, well, that wouldn't qualify as CP, probably. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, well, it has to be passable. Like that's like, that can be seen as satire or whatever. It's grossly, inappropriate and very poor poorly tasted satire, but satire nonetheless. And he was saying that it has to be passable. It has to be indistinguishable almost from actual CP material. So my theory on all of that is that many of us have seen these images. Like I know I've seen the ones with my daughter and shit, and they were comical almost. They were disgusting, but they were still comical at how poorly of an attempt they were. So would it qualify then as actual CP? Now, I only really seen the images made of my daughter. I don't know what images were made of everyone else. So I don't know. I can't comment on that. But if there were anything like the ones I saw, then I think that that's a valid question. That has nothing to do with the stream. I don't know why. I forgot all about that really and just wanted to say it.
This back.
Okay. I don't know what to do. No, bye. Okay. Just left.
Kay is in Shen's and KJ's pockets.
I want to go back to the
She knew that we were
chat.
going on that live stream. It was pre-planned well in advance. And Kay can say that she didn't know, but Katie made it plain and clear that Kay was well aware. And if you can't tell that from Kay's comments on the stream, like, oh, Steve, oh, yeah, she believed 100% it was Steve, because that's what Katie was telling her behind the scenes. It's all Steve. That's what it was all about, to set something up so that she didn't.
I want to pause this because there was one comment here. I wanted to. I don't remember the name of the account. It was 3 letters. Like it was an acronym of sorts. What is all that noise? Oh my God. Can you hear that noise in the background? It's so loud. What is he doing? Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Is it over here? DBT. Yeah, okay. I'm not far from there. Okay, right here. So I wonder who put Nat up to this. Aaron? I'm guessing that they mean me, although there is another Aaron in the chat. So maybe they're talking to Aaron, but I'm not sure because then they say something else I saw down here. There is no clearing accusations about Aaron or Tina. Yeah, see, yeah, that's another thing. I find it kind of weird. Like everyone here in this chat referred to me as EKC. And I don't care what you call me. You can call me either EKC, Aaron, whatever. But everyone called me EKC except for like once or twice someone referred to me as Aaron. I don't know. That stands out to me. It's weird. Anyways, so yeah. So I think that this DBT person is talking about me here. So I wonder who put Nat up to this. Aaron? Come on now. Really? I don't know. Are you really still trying to push that? Really? Wow. Yeah. I don't put anyone up to anything. I don't really care what anyone else does. All I can control and all I care about is what I do, how I react, my own words, my own actions, my own decisions. I'm not going to sweat what anyone else does or doesn't do. I'm only going to sweat what I do.
At your source and to blame everything on Steve.
Yeah.
So now I've told the authorities that I set Steve up, I set Ellen up, I set Swanson up, all in the name of what KJ wanted, and now they want to shut me down because I'm not saying what they want me to say. I'm like not just being blackmailed by KJ, but I'm being shut down by Shens because I'm not saying I'm not blaming Steve, and that's not what they want to happen.
Yeah.
You won't get any treatment from me because I've been speaking to people in this community for the past year and a half that haven't got anything from me because we talk to them kind of thing. And it's fine.
Oh my God, the chat's.
So you might get stuff from Shen's group because Shen's creates sock after sock.
Okay.
Haiti Joyless pretended to be Karma's.
Okay, here's another one. How is a pathological liar going to clear anyone? Okay, I realized what I typed, okay? Okay, yeah, Nat, wait a second, I just rewound to listen. Nat was on here clearing any accusations made against Steve. Okay. She was clearing the accusations, meaning she was saying that they weren't true, like they were false accusations, but she wasn't clearing our name. Okay. I want to explain this because she doesn't have the power to clear my name or even really muddy it. she doesn't have anything to back up any such claims to clear or muddy anything, because it just doesn't exist. Our interactions have been minimal at most, and it's just not there. So I wasn't saying she was clearing me. I feel like I'm already cleared. I don't feel like my name really needs to be cleared at all when it comes to this. But that's where it stands right now with Nat. Okay. When it comes to the claims that Katie made on, say, Kay's live stream, that's another story. But in regards to Nat, my name hasn't been muddied. She don't need to clear me. No one needs to clear me. No one can clear me. So I'm good. Really, I'm good. So I'm not saying you should believe Nat today, but not believe her tomorrow. And my experience, really, every time she's kind of told me a story, it turned out to be a nothing story. Maybe it was based in some remnants of truth, but I couldn't tell you what that was. So yeah, that's where I'm standing on that.
Alice pretended to be calmer to have a go at Alice and harass Alice, harass Wolf, and pin us against each other. Even this year,
What? I have to go. I can't listen to this. I'm having PTSD. She went and live streamed all about this for like a half an hour, 45 minutes, or an hour or some shit afterwards. That was PTSD. Going to your channel to get views and clicks and money or whatever to talk about the thing that you don't want anyone to talk about. That's PTSD. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I don't even know what the PTSD would be for. Like, I got the same fucking emails. Like, many of us, a lot of us got the same fucking emails. Why is it she's having PTSD? I don't get this. I mean, I don't know. I mean, myself, and I believe others, because they seem to react much in the same way I did. I just think maybe, I mean, we weren't naive. We knew how they were just kind of bullshit and just how they were ridiculous. And like, I never once for a second felt my safety was threatened. And I find myself to be very capable. Like, I can handle some crazy shit. I can deal with it. But more importantly, I can see through it too. So I don't know what the fuck this PTSD is she's talking about. And I don't know why she then thought the way to handle it was to go and spread this information even farther and wider and talk about it for 45 minutes to handle her PTSD. I'm just saying, that just don't seem right. Oh, come on.
Fucking burgers.
He really shouldn't cook. And I'm the one who burns everything.
Nothing is burned.
Okay.
It's just smoke.
He set up like every smoke alarm in the house. Like, we have one in like every room, and they just like, it was like a domino effect. Like, one started and the rest of them just fell too. Okay, back to this.
Just point this out. So this year, they think like this whole group, Shen's, Pork Chop, Pickle, whatever, they believe I'm dangerous, right? They believe that I created CP. They believe that I harassed, hacked, and sent death threats to all these people, right?
Yeah.
So they sent me DMs saying, Pork Chop sent me DMs saying that Wolf was looking me up, that was doing shit to me, that had my account botted, that was looking up my nieces and things, and all this shit. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But I was watching his account anyway because who wouldn't?
Whoa, I didn't hear this one. What?
Then when it didn't work privately, publicly on Twitter, and this is still available to be seen, she was my account botted up, that was sent me DMs saying that Wolf, they sent me DM all these created CP. They believe that I harassed, hacked, and sent death threats to all these people, right?
Yeah.
So they sent me DMs saying, Pork Chop sent me DMs saying that Wolf was looking me up, that was doing shit to me, that had my account botted, that was looking up my nieces and things, and all this shit. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But I was watching his account anyway because who wouldn't? Then when it didn't work privately, publicly on Twitter, and this is still available to be seen, she was telling me that she would hand Wolf over to me on a platter. So she uploaded 2 conversations, one that she'd had with Wolf, one that she'd had with Alice, and I was speechless when I saw them. So yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't really know. It's the accent though. I can't listen. I suck at hearing accent.
So I was just reading the chat. Pork Chop did it publicly. So Pork Chop basically handed Alice and Wolf to me on a platter publicly. Now these are all things that can be seen, or could be seen, shall I say, because Pork Chop has since rinsed and deleted all her tweets from her actual Twitter, but they could be seen publicly at the time. And notes were made by several people that actually couldn't believe that what she was doing, but she put them right in my direction. Now, if I was a dangerous person, as she says I am.
You know, I'm looking at this chat and everyone keeps trying to tell Nikki to shut it down. I mean, if you don't like what you're hearing, you can leave. I mean, you can go watch something else. And I don't mean that to be rude. It's just, I get it. You're not every stream or not every video is going to be your thing. And on any channel, that's understandable. But like, I mean, it's sometimes just either fun or entertaining or just to shake things up, or just, you know what, maybe it's the right thing to do is every once in a while have on that one guest that a lot of people seem to have a problem with, because how else do you resolve problems if not through talking? Like you look at channels like Unirock, for example, or PJ's from PJ's My Not So Secret Diary. It seems like quite a few people in their audience, whatever, don't really care for me, but they each had me on their channel. I mean, I'm no Nat here, obviously, but you know, it's just having someone on that's polarizing, or just it's going to be antagonistic. Why can't we do that? Like, we should do that. That's just crazy. I mean, otherwise it'd just be boring.
That would be putting Wolf's and Alice's lives at risk right now. I'm not that person. Actually, I spoke to Wolf and Alice privately in DMs. I asked them if what we're saying was true, and we spoke. Both admitted to me what they'd done. Both said to me what they'd done. If I was the shittiest person on earth that I've been made out to be, both their lives would be at risk right now. They're not. They're not for a reason. I'm not this shitty ass person. If you believe that I've done something wrong, and this goes out to everybody on the internet, if you believe truly in your heart that I've done something wrong, report it. Let the authorities do the work, because that's where the truth's going to come out. Not with the bullshit of like everybody's agendas and lies, because let's face it, that's all that's been said. The lies that were said by me last year, they were said by me because I was being forwarded by somebody else. I was being ordered and blackmailed by somebody else. Now you can believe that and you can not believe that. I don't care. But at the end of the day, the authorities will find it out. And with them saying the FBI said Matt's involved, where's the report for it? Where's the report for it? It's non-existent. The FBI confirmed to the police that they weren't involved. Now, if you want to ring them up and get that report, great. If you don't. But I don't care what people think of me. I don't care for people not believing me, because I've got no reason to lie. And I contacted the authorities 3 weeks ago and have handed all this up, and all on TikTok, because I'm done with my name being dragged through the mud and my family and friends being contacted telling them, why are you friends with them? Why are you friends with them?
Oh shit. Wow. I think if I were, If I was Charlotte, I'd be kind of pissed off about that one. Like, I think it was, I don't know when it was sometime recently or whatever. Charlotte was in a video or stream or I forget. But she said that she didn't want anyone to be in her comments or in her chat talking or promoting any other channels. Well, here's someone named Kim in this live chat promoting Charlotte's going live at 5 p.m. And this was like just before 5 p.m. yesterday. I'm just like, I don't know. I would feel like a fucking hypocrite if I were in Charlotte's shoes. Just saying.
The paedophile kind of thing. I'm not. And I'm going to say that I've done, but it'll certainly give a fucking reasons why I was involved in the first place, why a declaration was done, the tactics and all sorts of stuff, and it'll all come out in the end. But it'll be from me, have done, and you think we attacked. Before I go, Katie's got a burner phone and a lot's on her burner phone, and if anybody wants to report it, go ahead, because that's where it's going to be. So that's me done. I've given my thing and whatever.
Okay.
Like,
well, thank you for coming on.
yeah, I appreciate you speaking to me and giving me the time of day. I get that people don't like me. I do understand it.
Yeah. I mean,
I think there was one last thing. Oh God, my memory.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Hearing what you have to say. Well, okay. Well, yeah, I'm probably gonna end this here. I like Wolfie.
Yeah,
he's been attacked a lot. I speak to him every chance I get. I like him out. Yes, pork chop. That so it's hard.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, the only thing I'd say was just with anything, like, look out yourself. Don't just believe anything you see on. Like, don't just believe what I'm saying. Look out yourself, kind of thing. Purposely obvious. If that's their profile, I don't believe it. That's the only thing.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Heather, I never did the Hog's bidding. I never tagged anyone for him. That is a lie. Yeah, he never. I will apologize if anyone's upset. I think I've got a lot of messages, so I think I have a lot of explaining to do. Yeah, I've got a lot. I don't know her, so I'm not on anyone's side, but trust Kate isn't good. She knew her stream was bogus, but she left it up, tarnishing the victims and sorted for money. Yeah.
See, here's what would bother me. Obviously, it's apparent to enough people, I think, that whether or not that's true, that's the impression that she's given to enough people. Like, that would bother me.
I'm confused too. I don't know a lot of things, stuff like that. I heard stuff about CP, but not all of it, and I didn't.
Oh my God, I'm not getting into this whole argument with these two. Nope. Wait, what? I never heard that, serendipity. I'm still here. Okay, now she's gone. Please do some research. She had made threats to Salt's Tati's lawyer. They had to move. I never heard that they had to move. Like, I'm not sure Salt's is the kind of guy that would have that happen without any kind of consequence. Like, I just don't see that happening. I mean, I could be wrong, but.
Katie backstory is good. Says, whoopsies.
I just didn't like the way Kay came up ordering
Nikki. I
need to
read some text. I will shit. Yeah, I think so.
Exactly.
And please be careful. Yeah, Kate came in hot, but it is what it is, I guess. I hope so. Yeah, I've heard that she's worse than KJ or all these screenshots from TikTok that Lindsay Chrisley had shared on her. Hey, be nice. I get what you mean, though. Yeah, a lot of people. I don't know everything about Nat, though, Tiger. Like, I'm not being a mod for the Hogs and everything that happened and get back to the way I was.
All right.
Being me.
We're going to do this quick way because I ain't got it all day. So. I ain't got all day. I don't care about the ones I left. I want ones at me. Oh, like this one here. Okay. Oops. Where is it? Okay. Why isn't it playing? Am I at 145? Okay, here we go. EKC, you mean like how you tried to silence Kay last year? Bitch, I didn't try to silence anyone, okay? Let's be honest here. I asked / requested a disclaimer or a pinned comment, and I wasn't the only one because its stream kind of affected several people. And again, it wasn't Nat's storytelling on that stream that did it. No, if you listen to that, you can clearly hear Nat trying to fight against this narrative, but Katie keeps overpowering the conversation. It's Katie pushing the narrative. In fact, she and Uni had kind of concocted this whole story for at least a couple of weeks before this stream. So our request of a disclaimer doesn't even have anything to do with Nat so much, other than Nat provided this confession on video with an officer of the court speaking on the matter. And, that's the one thing that we really just wanted to call some attention to. So I'm not silencing anyone. In fact, you will not really ever see or hear about me silencing anyone. I mean, you got to say some really fucked up shit for me to want to quiet you or not hear from you anymore. And there's a few reasons for this, because I look at it this way. If there's some sort of issue, then by having a conversation or a dispute, whatever the case may be, an argument, whatever, by having the exchanging of those words means that we can very, very easily come to a resolution. And in this resolution, all it's going to do is help me understand things better and look at things more clearly and more thoroughly. Why would I want to close myself off from that? Okay. Now, if it's not going to be that outcome, then it will be the alternate outcome where, we have this dispute, this argument, whatever, but we don't come to a resolution, but yet it increases my engagement on my channel and therefore increases my traffic and increases my reach in the algorithm and increases my sub. You get the point. Either way, I win. Silencing people when you are trying to expand yourself on social media is the dumbest idea. It's shooting yourself in the foot. It's cutting your nose off to spite your face. It's idiotic. I won't do that. I'm not stupid. So I'm not trying to silence anyone. You know what? All of this shit between me and Kay, it would have been nice to get that disclaimer, but the fact that she's fought so hard, so ridiculously against it, has only helped my channel. So, whatever. Okay, next one. EKC, you asked or you harassed the hell out of her. No, I asked. I definitely did not harass. In fact, I only asked like maybe a few times. So I'm kind of curious though, like how did she convince you I harassed her? Like what bullshit did she feed you? Did she at least show you something maybe? I mean, I want to see that because I want to know what it is that had you believe something so fucking bullshit. What was it that snowballed you? That's what I want to know. Let's see. It was a year ago, and Kate learned she's now. It's not suspicious. I see. I do find it a little suspicious. Like I know what you're talking about there. You're talking about how I made a comment about how I kind of find it suspect how people wanted like Kay, for example, wanted to shut her up, and then how Charlotte showed up in the chat here and then went off and did her own live stream about this shit, it does seem like an awful lot of activity for someone who's just full of shit. Like, I don't get it. So yeah, it is a little bit suspect to me. It really is, because like I said, she went to some pretty big lengths here to try to get this stream with Nat on it shut down. I don't understand why. I mean, Nikki's, and no offense, Nikki, but I mean, it's not even a big channel. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a big channel either. But I mean, neither is her channel. So I mean, I don't get it. I don't get what EKC has done to any of you. Well, thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. I don't get it either. Didn't you want Charlotte to stay quiet when she tried to bring it out initially? She tried to bring it out initially. What? You mean she wasn't just asking questions? I thought that those streams were just about asking questions. I didn't know she was trying to get something out initially. Huh. That's interesting. And no, I didn't want her to stay quiet. All I said was I didn't agree with the stream. I didn't care if she did another stream. I didn't care if she kept talking about it. I was just giving my 2 cents on it, because guess what? I'm a commentary channel. I commentate on shit. That's what I did. And I very politely, very kindly gave my opinion about this. And I know that I succeeded in this because people who were close to Charlotte and friends with Charlotte came on my stream when I did this. We all left and parted very nice and politely. In fact, like WOACB, for example, even came back and did a couple more streams with me. So yeah, I mean, no one had a problem with anything I said in that stream until Ren. Yep. Until Ren. So, I mean, really, what was this rooted in? What was this rooted in? Was this rooted in loss of speech or racism? I said it. Racism. All right, that's it, I think. Oh no, wait a minute.
I've got to keep an eye on this.
It's fine. Where was it? Oh yeah. So yeah. I think these are most of these. None of these are going to be to me. It's going to be to the other Aaron, I think. I'll open it up to Aaron. I feel like Kay refuses to clear Aaron and Steve's name, in my opinion. Colleen, though I do agree with you, I slightly disagree with you. I do think that Kay refuses to do anything that could possibly benefit myself and or Steve in any positive way. But it's not, Kay can't clear our names. That's not within her power. First, I don't feel like my name's really muddied at all. Like, I think it was for a little while, like right after that stream with, especially with Katie and Unirock trying to push this theory, and then T-Spiracy jumped in on it, and she was Jennifer Falk on stream talking shit, So in that regard, I think that might have hurt my reputation a little bit, but I think I bounced back from it. So I don't really even feel like my name's muddied anymore. I don't know how Steve feels about it. So, okay. But yeah, though I don't at all think it's within Kay's power to clear up either of her names. I think you're right. If she could, there's no way in hell she would. There's no clearing accusations about Aaron or Tina because they probably were involved with Nat. Okay, sure. Wow, that's like the second time you tried pushing that narrative. I wonder who you are. I bet if I click on your name, I bet that your channel was probably just made this year, maybe even last month or this month. Would be May 14th? Yeah, it could be mid this month. Let's go check that out. Huh. So go to about. Oh, wow. That's funny. I'm going to go ahead and share that real quick. Look at that. Look at that. January 30th, 2022. See? This year. Here we go. Okay, so back to this. Erin is all about Nat speaking now because she likes this version of her story. Okay, no. Oh, and give it a week and Nat will have a totally different story, and then Erin will be spazzing out trying to stop whoever platform it is from Erin. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't give a shit if anyone has Nat on. I don't care if give a shit what Nat says. I don't give a shit which story she says, what tells, whatever, recalls, recants, whatever each week. I don't care because she's not going to be able to affect me with this. She's just not. I mean, at this point, I don't think she could affect anyone because her credibility is really kind of shot here. So I don't think that her talking shit on anyone is really going to have an effect. Like, I don't take anything that she says regarding Katie or anyone else with any amount of truth. Like, I just assume everything that she says is bullshit. And I hate to say this about anyone, but yeah, it's a pattern. Like once a week, it would be, oh my gosh, like it would be a build up to a final reveal. Like, I'm so sorry, I must give this confession, but this is it. This is all the information. Until the following week. Then it was more. And there was always evidence. Yes, I will show you evidence. There was always a promise of evidence. But like, I think I saw more unicorns in my life than I did evidence. Like, for real. It doesn't come. So, yeah. I don't care what version she's telling. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It really doesn't. But I can't help but notice how it affects other people here. Yeah. I don't know how anyone thinks a pathological liar's lies are going to clear them and relying on them like they're a credible source says a lot about Erin's credibility. I never said that she could clear me. I never said that. And I'm sure as hell never said I was relying on her for shit. Yeah, I don't think her words could ever improve my credibility, nor do I think that they could harm it at this point, really. So I'm indifferent. I don't care. On that note, I'm going to wrap this up with a few final thoughts here on the matter. I don't know if Kay actually agreed with what Katie said about Steve. It did sound like she did, but I can see the argument on each side. Either way, she did nothing to try to demand evidence for him. She did, help kind of spread this, and she hasn't done anything well within her power to counteract it. So, does it really matter? That's my take on it. She did speak up in my defense, and I will always give credit for that. Now, when it comes to Nat, I don't believe any of these new stories or any of these upcoming stories. I'm not going to believe. I don't know why she's here, but see, that's the question. That's the question. Why is she back around now? Now, you can sit here and say that she's obsessed with Katie or whatever. Well, if that were true, then wouldn't she be obsessed with more than just like one thing of Katie? Like, her pattern. She has a pattern now. She only shows up when the court cases are happening and when it looks like it could start getting a little hot around the collar there for Katie. That's when she shows up. This is no different. Because she has not been around any other time. She doesn't bother Katie any other time. She doesn't bother. She's inserting herself in this lawsuit like she did with the Toddy lawsuit. This thing that Lindsay Chrisley posted, like, it really does look like it came from Katie. Like, the editing is really good. When it goes from the DM conversation on Twitter, and then you could see, they click the profile and it goes to Katie's profile. It goes to Katie's actual profile. So that does look damning. I have questions about that. However, I do believe that my answer will basically explain editing. But there's still questions nonetheless, So assuming that it is editing, then she is also inserting herself in this lawsuit, or trying to. Why is that? Why is it that Nat only cares to really fuck with Katie's life during lawsuits, but no other time? You know, and like Katie's the only common denominator here too. And well, that and her lawsuits, really. Why is that? Like, that's just, I feel like Nat is here for a reason. Like, but if she's not here alone, whether or not the other silent partner is Katie, I don't know. I mean, it could be anyone. I hear it said a lot that all of us here in this community, like we earn our channel or whatever, we grow our channel off of Katie's name. Well, me personally, I like to think I also contribute a little something to my channel. Maybe that has something to do with it. But I do think that reporting on things like Katie or just making videos of Katie really is a quick way to get monetized. Like, I didn't do it for that reason. I didn't know shit about monetization. But knowing what I know now, yeah, I got monetized pretty quick. And I think that that's why. So there is some truth, I think, to that. That being said, then if that's the case, just making videos about her can get you monetized quickly and get you views or subs or whatever, then what would making videos about a lawsuit with Katie, let alone a lawsuit with Nat? Like, how could that grow a channel? That's something to think about. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I know a lot of channels are streaming or making videos about Katie and the lawsuit. But some, I don't know, seem to be going a little crazy with it. That's my opinion. But, and now, this, like, I wonder how this is going to be used for clicks and views. I don't know. You can argue and say I'm doing it too, but whatever, I don't care. If I were, I'd say it. I have no shame. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am making this video for clicks and views because for some reason, my Johnny Depp and Amber Heard videos are not really taking off. And I don't understand why. I don't get it. So yeah, okay, sure. Maybe. I'm shameless though. And also, I'm not over here streaming like fucking, I'm not even streaming 7 days a week. I'm not even streaming 4 days a week, let alone like multiple times a day over Katie and shit. So yeah, it's not all about that for me. It's just yeah, I think that that's it. And again, like I said, I don't think that Nat's here alone. I really don't. There's a few reasons for this. Like, she seems really, really hung up on this whole, like, I'm not in trouble with the law. It's a lie. It's a bullshit. Like, she seems like it's really important that she make everyone realize just how fucking untouchable she is. That kind of reminds me of some people, you know? Like, I don't know all the answers. I don't get it, but it just doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't feel right. I've been saying this from day one, and I've yet to hear an explanation that even comes close to uneasing that, or to easing that feeling, easing that uneasy feeling. Like, not even close. So there's more to this. And I want answers. I may never get them, but I want answers. Now, as far as who has Nat on their stream or whatever or not they do, you know what? I got all the same emails as everyone else. I was not quite as badly as Steve and Tina, but I was still, kind of being used as, I don't know, some scapegoat or whatever, trying to pin shit on me. And knowing all this, I don't care if anyone has Nat on. I'm not affected by anything she has to say. It's not going to bother me. I'm not worried. I'm not fucking worried. I kind of question the people who are worried, though. I mean, because I don't know. She's just another troll, man. Like, why are you so scared of just another fucking troll? I mean, and if you want to argue victims of hers, like, the only alleged maybe victim of Nat's would have been Katie, allegedly. No one else. Just saying. All right, yeah. It's just funny. Fucking PTSD. Oh my God. Later.